I really don't care for Kyrie on the Brooklyn Nets. I'm counting the
Mm-hmm.
days when they end up pulling the trigger on getting him up out of Brooklyn. But
Mm-hmm.
Russell Westbrook, I want to ask you this: do you think LeBron James agreed to this knowing that they was going to get rid of Russell Westbrook, or will you think he was going to try to make it work with Russell Westbrook?
I think Russell Westbrook is out of there because Russell Westbrook doesn't want to be in LA no more. I really think that. I don't know how much of it has to do with LeBron. I do know that a year ago when LeBron and when Russell joined forces, right? Everybody will make this whole big deal out of it, especially he who shall remain nameless right now. I ain't gonna say his name, but everybody was making all this big deal about Russell Westbrook joining the Los Angeles Lakers and how LeBron James can fix anybody. If anybody can make Russell Westbrook better, it's LeBron James. Which again, I question everybody who says that. Who say, "Well, LeBron makes players better." I always ask the question, "Who did he make better?" Russell Westbrook was always a good player. How can LeBron James make Russell Westbrook a better player? He's already good. He's going to make him a winner, maybe, but a better player. Come on, bro. Like that's impossible. So as we seen, the season didn't work out. They only ended up winning 33 games with all that talent they had, whether they want to admit it or not. Anthony Davis, even though he was hurt, LeBron James, Russell Westbrook, that's a lot of talent. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. Why is that? Everybody's quiet now. And that's my issue with the LeBron James fan base. Not him, but the fan base. You guys are super quiet when it comes time to pay the piper. But before, you guys are screaming and yelling and jumping up and down, going crazy. But then when it's time to face the radio, you giving everybody in the world 1,001 excuses as to why things didn't work for LeBron this time. So, but I do think that Russell is going to end up finding his way out of LA. I just don't think he wants to be there. I think he was expecting better treatment. I think if the fans of LA and the organization were to show him a little bit more love that I thought he thought he was going to get, he wouldn't mind staying there. But from the reports that are coming out, they're saying it's unrepairable. There's nothing that the organization can do to fix it. From what I'm hearing, Westbrook is on his way out. That's what I'm hearing. But there's also reports of, well, LeBron and AD and Russell sat down in a conversation in the conference and they had holding each other accountable and they're going to try to make this mother at it one more time. And it's like, really? I mean, it's just not going to work. It's not. If Russell's going to be a better shooter, if LeBron's going to be a better shooter, which statistics tell us is not, like neither one of those guys are shooters. But if Anthony Davis can stay healthy, that is the key for the Lakers. Anthony Davis is the key more so than Russell Westbrook is or LeBron is. They need Anthony Davis to be healthy and play at it like Kevin Garnett said. I need to see an MVP you. I need to see you take over this league because he has the potential to do it. He just, you know what I mean? Just does it.
Right. So the Los Angeles Lakers have been linked to the Brooklyn Nets, obviously for a trade, and
Mm-hmm.
this makes me sick when I think about it. But the possibility of a Kevin Durant and Kyrie swap that could possibly
Mm-hmm.
happen, and then they had something on the table with the Indiana Pacers with Miles Turner, and then of course the San Antonio Spurs, possibly a team that they can dump Russell Westbrook to.
Yeah. Well, and people need to eliminate this notion that because the Lakers are going to get Kyrie, if they're going to get Kyrie, it's just going to be an automatic championship. They're still in the West, and Golden State is still out there as the best team in that West. I don't care what no one says. Until someone can show me that they can shut down the Golden State Warriors from putting that three ball in the net, I'm going to pick Golden State every single year. Now, the team that I think has the capabilities to do so defensively is the Los Angeles Clippers. That's because they have Jar Wall, who is a very, very good defender. He's a very good point guard. He runs the offense very well. He fits his role. He's going to fit in perfectly in with the Clippers. He's going to fit perfectly because he's not a selfish player. He's not the Russell Westbrook. You know what I mean? He knows what his role is. John Wall is going to get his buckets as it comes to him because he can get to the rim anytime he wants. He has the ability to do so. Ain't too many people that can stay in front of John Wall. He's crazy. Like even with all those injuries he had, he's still very athletic. He can get around you. He got handles. He can shoot. He got the mid range shot. He's not just based on pure athleticism like Russell Westbrook is. He can shoot. Then you pair that with Kawhi Leonard, who's probably the most clutch basketball player in the league right now. He throwing that with Paul George, who's also another pretty decent clutch player when he actually lives up to his moment. It's scary. Like it's scary. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I just hope that trade for Kevin Durant does not happen. That's the only thing I'm
Me
hoping
too.
for. You can get
They're saying
Kyrie.
that they're saying that Kevin Durant. So what everyone's dream is, what I'm hearing, what Boston's dream is, and what the Lakers' dream is to face off again in the NBA Finals for the tiebreaker in terms of championship. I think it's what 18 apiece right now. They're tied
Mhm.
up. So they're trying to. The conspiracy right now is Boston is trying to go after Kevin Durant because they're trying to get one up on the Lakers in terms of how many more championships they have compared to the Lakers. It's a whole bunch of conspiracies out there right now about it. Will it happen? We don't know. We have to wait and see. I hope it doesn't though.
Nah, for the bay. Nah, for the bay. We don't care what you said. Nah, for the bay. Nah, for the bay. Nah, for the bay. We ain't hearing what you said. Nah, for the bay. Fire!